Hello people, I am Jaby KOAY, joined by Amy ARBURN and ACHARA KIRK.
Hello.
And we're gonna look at Carryminatis by PEWDIEPIE. A lot of you guys have been asking us to do this. We reached out to Carryminati on the Twitters and he kindly responded, cool. I believe that was his response verbatim.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got permission from him directly to do this video, so I'm very, very happy. This is my first exposure to Carryminati in terms of his content from his channel. Obviously, he needs the publicity with only 6.1 million subscribers on his channel, so I'm just here to help out the little people.
That's right.
Slim.
That's sarcasm for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we go.
Just like
So
hypnosis, hip-hop sort of beat coming in. The gunshots!
इस देश के खिलाफ हुई दुनिया कितनी निकालोगे हमारी कमियां नाचेगा तुझे देख जमियां एक जमियां खत्म अब तेरा राज हुआ पीछे देख तेरा बाप खड़ा तुझसे ये लालच तेरा बड़ा आज बोलेंगे हमें इंसाफ मिला आज बोलेंगे हमें इंसाफ मिला कांडों का नतीजा आया जिसने था सबको रुलाया वो था एक पीला साया कोई भी उसे बच ना पाए बेकसता हुआ
That's right.
That's true.
He
Yeah.
caused a lot of controversy, which
He did.
created demonetization for a lot of
ये बात
people.
बोलता नहीं ना क्योंकि जनता को परवाह नहीं ना कोई ये बात सोचता नहीं ना उसको कुछ जमता नहीं ना कोई ये बात मानता नहीं ना उसका कुछ जाता नहीं ना उसका कुछ जाता नहीं यार आंखें नीली हो या काली तुम सब पर हम है भारी काले जादू की है बारी तेरी चाट जैसी दाढ़ी तुझे गले ही कटवानी जे शौक है नवाबी देखो ये है तुम्हारी भाभी तुम्हारी भाभी ये है तुम्हारी भाभी तुम्हारी भाभी पिक्चर लगानी है पिक्चर लगानी है पिक्चर लगानी है हंस के दिखानी है गजल लगानी है मजा बनानी है नंबर बढ़ानी है गुस्सा दिलानी है खाएगा गानी है पहनूंगा साड़ियाँ ओ तेरी बचकानी हरकतें तुमको डुबाएगी टीसीरी कंपनी तुझे हराएगी एक दिन इंडिया पूरी दुनिया चलाएगी सबसे पहले तुम्हें धोना सिखाएगी गोरे गालों पे तो थप्पड़ चुकाएगी तमाशा हमारी समझ में आएगी
Let's go.
मैं पागल सा गेमर खुद सबको खसा दूंगा पबजी खिला दूंगा नाच के दिखा दूंगा नशे करा दूंगा सबको हिला दूंगा हाँ इतने साल से जानते बस इतना ही तुम मानते जो आस तुम्हारे पास में तो भटकाते थे काम से बारे बारे में मैंने बताया है सभी को तुम्हारे कहने में आया है अपने की बंदे को झूठा बताया है सच्चे को इतनी प्यार से छुपाया है तुम्हारे हैतम में मेरा भी नाम है व्यूज पाने का ये सही काम है मैं भी पुराना खिलाड़ी हूँ कटपेटा भूखा शिकारी हूँ उन्हें डोनेट किया उसके लिए थैंक यू लेकिन ये जो तेरा छोटा टट्टा है ना इसको संभाल के रखा कर बहुत फुदकता रहता है ये
These motherfuckers have like 1.4 billion people in India.
अब कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा ना दिमाग में लगा है सन कितनी करूं तेरी जान बदलेगा तू किससे रंग ये मेरी नहीं है जान तेरे चेहरे में कुछ गड़बड़ पढ़ने के चक्कर में मत पड़ तुझे पे नाची बढ़कर तूने मेरे पास कान खोलकर तू कितना तोड़दा हमारी जनता
That's a different YouTuber. Just for some context, that's Ethan Klein. He put out a video podcast and he was talking about T-Series taking over PewDiePie. He said some things that were just kind of insensitive in a way. Like the way he said it was very crass and offensive. And I watched it and I was like, why would you word things that way? Especially given like your ethnicity and the history that your family's probably experienced. Like why would you word things in that particular manner? That's blatantly offensive. It was disappointing because it's someone that I used to watch a lot. I go back and watch him sometimes, not as much as I used to. It makes sense that he was included in this video given like his remarks.
Yeah.
I would think that more of the hatred would be aimed at him than PewDiePie himself. Like PewDiePie doesn't actually care if T-Series takes over. I did a video on that a while back. Like he's indifferent. For him, it's like whatever. He's still gonna be wealthy and on top and the biggest individual YouTuber that's out there. He doesn't mind if T-Series takes over. To him, this is all kind of just funny.
It's fun, and
Yeah.
it's just more content for
I
him
was
to
just
create
gonna
as
say
well.
that. It's
Yeah.
more people on.
And there's other YouTubers out there who have popped up just to comment on this controversy, and they've made a gang of views, basically, to say the least, off of this whole back and forth thing. The Carryminati video, what we should be talking about. If I was just listening to it, and I would think that sounds like genuine, like hip hop, like
No,
Yeah, no,
totally.
It was like real fun to.
right. It wouldn't.
Go
I
on.
wouldn't just take that as some kind of a diss track.
The production value was super good in the music video and in the actual music as well.
Yeah.
What's kind of hilarious is if you go back, like you can just go back and watch Straight Outta Compton to find this information. But for NWA, like that was kind of what they did. They would do diss tracks to each other, and that was just part of their album.
Kind of a part of the genre's culture.
Yeah, they
in a
would take
way.
each other
Right.
down. I thought that his sets were interesting. And,
Yeah.
like his delivery was good. Him going after PewDiePie's pug was interesting. I'm like, I don't know why you're calling him his cousin or whatever, but
Sister-in-law.
his sister-in-law,
something,
but
yeah.
it's still funny.
I thought it was really interesting that he brought back that whole demonetization thing because
Yeah.
we've so conveniently forgotten that the whole reason why there's demonetization on YouTube now is because of PewDiePie
Right.
and the things that he said. You know, it's like one guy just basically changed the system for everyone.
It was going to be someone at some point. It just happened to be him. He's been responsible single-handedly for creating the demonetization icon, basically. Like, it's his fault, but it could have been anybody. It was just inevitable that it was going to come at some point. That's a good diss to
Yeah.
bring up, to say the least. A lot of people were mad at him. They're like, you're the top dog. You can't be acting this way.
Right.
But acting that way, in essence, got him to be the top dog. So it's just like,
True.
Yeah.
But
You know?
I don't know, if you're up at the top, don't you have a little bit of responsibility? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter for him because he, as you said, is going to have his followership and subscribers, I guess is the correct word. Yeah, it would be probably be better if you had some respect for the people below you when you're at the top.
well, he just wasn't thinking about that at all. Like,
Right, but
yeah.
that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
You weren't thinking.
Yeah, like he wasn't thinking how his actions could affect everybody. But the
Yeah.
thing about the Nazis wasn't even his fault. He was making a joke, it got taken out of context, and it created a huge problem.
And that's not
Yeah.
cool for it
Yeah.
to have been taken out of context. But in general, bringing Nazi stuff is just, in
just-
my book, like, just avoid it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, not good.
There was a guy who almost went to jail over that. He was a guy from Europe, or I think
Scotland.
Yeah, he turned his dog into a Nazi lover as a joke.
His pug.
His pug, like he had his dog saluting Adolf Hitler and responding to kill the Jews or whatever like that. Like he made all these jokes. It was the most crass thing possible, but it was obviously ridiculous and obviously a joke. The Scotland courts didn't take it as a joke. They took it very seriously and tried to put him in jail.
Yeah. Well, it is serious.
yeah.
It's not a joke.
They shouldn't put him in jail over that. That's like,
Right. There's. Right.
Yeah.
In my book, that's not funny.
right? No, I mean it doesn't. You
Well,
don't
yeah.
you don't have to laugh at it, and you don't have to think it's funny. As a species, we have to recognize that it's the jester. You can't put the jester in jail for being the jester.
True.
You know.
Right.
Right.
I guess it's still somewhat relevant because this is all in jest. This whole video is obviously in jest. Like he
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything he's saying. It's just for fun. And so anyone who takes it seriously is like not recognizing this is all just, you know, for laughs, for ha-has, you know, for chuckles.
Yeah. I
So-
ha-had, especially
Yeah.
considering I'm pretty ignorant on the subject, but I ha-had. It's
Yeah.
funny. And great production quality, as
Yeah.
ACHARA said, and on all.
I think it's unexpected, the production quality. Like, I wasn't sure actually what to expect. I thought it was going to be a lot simpler, but then again, I haven't looked at anything like Jake Paul and their stuff. They've done diss tracks.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I've never watched them.
They have really good production value
Right.
as well.
Yeah, so it's, I guess to a degree it's expected. But
Well, yeah, because you're doing a music video, so you gotta like up the ante and
Right,
kind
to
of
make it
deliver
look,
that.
Right, to make
Yeah.
it look believable and fun.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think he did a solid job.
Yeah, I love the attitude that he was bringing. Like he's so angry. He had that whole like angry rapper vibe down.
And the
like, the
hand
hands.
swiping thing, that's really important when
those
you're rapping.
Shoes.
I was just gonna say that, and he's got some gold.
You know what kind of
on the
reminds me of?
shoes.
This is going to be a weird reference, but the guy from Linkin Park who committed suicide,
Oh, Chester Bennington.
Chester Bennington, he kind of gives me that vibe.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess because of the glasses or something. I don't
Maybe.
know. And his height. Because Chester Bennington wasn't tall, was he?
No, I don't think so. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And that angry voice, you know?
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
good at that.
He was.
He was,
He
yeah.
had flow for sure.
Yeah. Linkin Park was kind of like introducing hip hop into rock. I mean, they weren't the first, but,
No,
you know.
I don't think so. But yeah, I mean, this isn't rock, but it's definitely hip
Is
hop.
that an actual pug?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
It's
my
got the
God.
cutest underbite as well.
Don't they all?
That one's underbite is super aggressive.
Pronounced.
Yeah.
It's a pronounced underbite.
One thing we haven't talked about at all is the supporting cast in this music video. Like the guards, the cops, the jailers. These people, like they had the
Jail.
attitude. They had everything going on.
Yeah.
You know?
It's true.
They committed.
They did.
Because sometimes you get some shit extras. These guys were not. They were very supportive,
They were
acting wise, emotionally.
Yeah.
This is serious. India is beating PewDiePie.
And now everyone's going to be enthusiastic and into it.
Anyways, thank you, Carryminati, for allowing us to do this reaction. Very, very much appreciate it. Be sure to check out Amy ARBURN and ACHARA KIRK on the social media, and Jaby KOAY if you feel like doing that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our other reactions, reviews, and short films. I'm Jaby KOAY. This is
Amy ARBURN.
Yeah.
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.